All eyes on Ether, Crypto Daybook Americas. Your day-ahead look for December 4th, 2025. By Omkar Godbole. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. Move over crypto-USD pairs. As Bitcoin BTC $92 for 51.14 and the broader market consolidate on recent gains. This may be the ideal time to focus on cross pairs, especially the Ether Bitcoin, ETH/BTC ratio. Ether ETH $3, 170.89 has gained more than 4% over the past 24 hours, approaching $3,200, while Bitcoin BTC $92, 529.17 remains little changed above $93,000. The CoinDesk 20 and CoinDesk 80 indices have risen about 1%. Ether's momentum has lifted the ETH/BTC ratio by 4%, cementing the bullish technical breakout above the descending trendline from August highs. The pattern, discussed in the technical analysis section, indicates an impending Ether bull run against BTC. This outlook is reinforced by positive fundamental developments, including the Fusaka upgrade rolled out on Wednesday. The upgrade enhances Ethereum scalability by increasing blob capacity and introducing a more efficient data availability system via PeerDAS. The change boosts Ethereum's Layer 1 execution capacity through EIP 7935, which raises the protocol's default gas limit to 60 M, Coinmetrics said. This directly increases the number of transactions that can fit in a block, allowing for higher throughput, less congestion, and cheaper gas fees. It's no surprise that analysts like BRN's Timothy Mazur are calling the upgrade a tailwind for Ether. Network growth touched 190,000 new addresses in a single day, indicating genuine organic expansion post-Fusaka, Mazur said in an email, noting the renewed aggressive ETH accumulation by wallets holding 1,000 to 10,000 ETH. In other bullish news, spot Ether ETFs listed in the U.S. pulled in $140 million in investors' funds on Wednesday. XRP funds pulled in $50 million while BTC and SOL ETFs registered outflows. PayPal stablecoin, PYUSD, has become the sixth largest stablecoin, growing by over 36% in the past month. In traditional markets, debate raged over the potential impact of rising Japanese government bond yields on risk assets. Dutch investment bank ING flagged potential for a rally in the U.S. 10-year Treasury yield. Stay alert. Read more. For analysis of today's activity in altcoins and derivatives, see Crypto Markets Today. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. Crypto Treasury Companies. Spot BTC ETFs. Spot ETH ETFs. Source, Farside Investors. Crypto Nothing Scheduled. Macrodeck. 4:07 a.m. Brazil Q3 GDP growth rate. QOQ estate 0.2%. YOY estate 1.7%. December 4th, 8:30 a.m. U.S. initial jobless claims for week ended November 29th, EST 220K. Continuing jobless claims for week ended November 22nd, EST 1960K. December 4:12 p.m. Federal Reserve Vice Chair for Supervision Michelle W. Bowman will deliver a speech on bank supervision and regulation. December 4th, 2 to 4 p.m. U.S. SEC Investor Advisory Committee meeting panel discussion on tokenization of equities. December 4th to 5th, 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin is visiting New Delhi to meet with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Earnings, estimates based on FactSet data, nothing scheduled. Nothing scheduled. December 4th, 7 a.m. Brazil Q3 GDP growth rate. QOQ estate 0.2%. YOY estate 1.7%. December 4th, 8:30 a.m. U.S. initial jobless claims for week ended November 29th, EST 220K. Continuing jobless claims for week ended November 22nd, EST 1960K. December 4:12 p.m. Federal Reserve Vice Chair for Supervision Michelle W. Bowman will deliver a speech on bank supervision and regulation. December 4th, 2 to 4 p.m. U.S. SEC Investor Advisory Committee meeting panel discussion on tokenization of equities. December 4th to 5th, 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin is visiting New Delhi to meet with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Nothing scheduled. Governance votes and calls. Arbitrum DAO is voting to elect the final 3 members of the 2026 AGV Council from a pool of 6 candidates. Voting ends December 4. The Rootstock Collective is voting to establish and expand the Rootstock, RSK, community in Ghana. This initiative focuses on driving adoption of the Bitcoin sidechain by onboarding new users and training local developers. Voting ends December 4. Unlocks. No major unlocks. Token launches DEC. 4. Alpha Partners cross-chain bridge and decentralized exchange go live. Arbitrum DAO is voting to elect the final 3 members of the 2026 AGV Council from a pool of 6 candidates. Voting ends December 4. The Rootstock Collective is voting to establish and expand the Rootstock, RSK, community in Ghana. This initiative focuses on driving adoption of the Bitcoin sidechain by onboarding new users and training local developers. Voting ends December 4th. No major unlocks. December 4th. Alpha Partners cross-chain bridge and decentralized exchange go live. Day 3 of 3. FT's Global Banking Summit, London. Day 2 of 2. Binance Blockchain Week 2025, Dubai. Day 1 of 2. Milken Institute Middle East and Africa Summit 2025, Abu Dhabi. BTC is down -0.44% from 4 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday at $93,325.36. 24 hours. Plus 0.24%. ETH is up 0.93% at $3,194.78. 24 hours. Plus 3.84%. CoinDesk 20 is down 0.55% at $3,017.58. 24 hours. Plus 0.95%. Ether CSR composite staking rate is up 1 BPS at 2.85%. BTC funding rate is at 0.0078%. 8.5728% annualized. On Binance. DXY is unchanged at 98.86. Gold futures are unchanged at $4. 231.00. Silver futures are down 1.16% at $57.94. Nikkei 225 closed up 2.33% at 51. 028.42. Hang Seng closed up 0.68% at 25. 935.90. FTSE is unchanged at 9,692.43. Euro Stoxx 50 is up 0.39% at 5. 717.01. DJIA closed on Wednesday up 0.86% at 47. 882.90. S&P 500 closed up 0.3% at 6. 849.72. Nasdaq Composite closed up 0.17% at 23. 454.09. S&P/TSX Composite closed up 0.36% at 31. 160.54. S&P 40 Latin America closed up 0.2% at 3. 216.12. UDUTS. 10-year Treasury rate is up 2.1 BPS at 4.079%. E-mini S&P 500 futures are unchanged at 6. 864.75. E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures are unchanged 2% at 25. 662.25. E-mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index futures are unchanged at 47,994.00. BTC dominance 59.33%, plus 0.09%. Ether Bitcoin ratio 0.03419, 0.18%. Hash rate 7-day moving average 1047 EH/S hash price. Spot $39.66 total fees. 3.56 BTC/$331. 173 CME futures open interest. 122,040 BTC priced in gold. 22.2-ounce BTC versus gold market cap, 6.24%. The chart shows daily swings in the Ether Bitcoin, ETH/BTC, ratio in candlestick format. The ratio has broken out of a descending channel, indicating Ether outperformance ahead. Coinbase Global Coin closed on Wednesday at $276.92, plus 5.19%, plus 0.23% at $277.56 in pre-market circle. CRCL closed at $86.29, plus 11.43%, plus 0.15% at $130.04. Galaxy Digital GLXY closed at $27.05, plus 6.66%, plus 0.37% at $27.15. Bullish BLSH closed at $46.37, plus 7.69%, minus 0.15% at $46.30. Mara Holdings Mara closed at $12.47, plus 4.7%, plus 0.24% at $12.50. Riot Platforms Riot closed at $15.64, plus 2.76%, plus 0.32% at $15.69. Core Scientific CORZ closed at $16.55, plus 4.61%, minus 0.36% at $16.49. CleanSpark CLSK closed at $14.49, plus 5.69%, minus 0.14% at $14.47. CoinShares Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF WGMI closed at $45.47, plus 4.10%, minus 0.99% at $45.02. Exodus Movement EXOD closed at $14.33, minus 1.04%, unchanged in pre-market. Strategy MSTR closed at $188.39, plus 3.89%, plus 0.21% at $188.78. Similar Scientific SMLR closed at $20.44, plus 2.3%. SharpLink Gaming SBET closed at $10.59, plus 6.22%, plus 0.94% at $10.69. Upexi UPXI closed at $2.91, plus 0.52%, minus 5.32% at $7.66. Light Strategy LITS closed at $1.76, minus 2.22%, minus 2.27% at $1.72. Daily net flows minus $14.90 million. Cumulative net flows $57.74 billion. Total BTC holdings 1.31 million. Daily net flows $140.20 million. Cumulative net flows $13.02 billion. Total ETH holdings 6.24 million. Citadel challenges DeFi framework in letter to SEC, sparking industry outrage. CoinDesk Citadel Securities said some DeFi platforms resemble broker-dealers and urged formal rulemaking, warning that unequal regulation of tokenized and traditional markets could weaken investor protections. Putin and Modi deepen relationship that has drawn Trump's anger. The Wall Street Journal Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to New Delhi for talks on oil and arms is likely to escalate tensions with the U.S. as President Donald Trump pushes back against India's growing ties with Moscow. BTC at $100,000 back on table as volatility shatters uptrend. Ether bulls grow bolder. CoinDesk a sharp drop in Bitcoin volatility and reclaiming of $93,000 has bulls aiming for $100,000. While Ether's recovery from a failed breakdown is fueling calls for $3,500. CZ teases new BNB chain native prediction market predict. Fun. CoinDesk the platform pays yield on active bets, but limited stablecoin supply on BNB. Chain may hinder growth as it works to rival smaller competitors like Limitless.